Good day, everyone. I'm on my way to help out day 3 of the CERT Academy. The first 2 days were nice and short because it was a lot of just classroom and just showing a little bit hands-on. But today we're going to go more into more of the hands-on first day. We're going to let them do the firefighting, firefighting, and then disaster psychology. We did a little bit of that last time because the coordinator wanted to switch it around a little bit, see if we get more stuff in. And so, even though the medical is long, 2 chapters long one, we did some of it, and we decided to knock out the psychology part. In disasters, it's a psychology, not just a physical, medical. You got to worry about. You got to worry about psychology side because of you don't want to go up to somebody who's just had disaster going, oh, everything's gonna be fine, or yeah, I know what you're going through, but that's not the thing to say, or God has a plan for you to go through this. No, you got to be real empathetic to them. So they teach you that too. So we'll be going over that with everybody. Doing a little bit more of the what they call head-to-toe assessment for injuries. They might be practicing some more of the different things in the first aid. No CPR, just bleeding. Only thing we do that's little to do with CPR is you got to make sure their airway is breathing. If something happens, if someone's just laying there, if they're breathing okay. If not, if you can open their airway, good, then they're okay, they're breathing there. We can't do CPR because that takes too much time for one person, whereas you could probably have helped out 20, 25, 30 people. And you might make one survive, have one survive, and have 30 die. And if it's family, people are not gonna go on, they're gonna be with their family. But that's one of the things about CERT. You take care of your family first before you go respond to these emergencies, disasters going on. So, like if we ever have a major disaster, I don't have everything good to go at home, or don't feel everything's okay at home, I can either wait to respond or just not respond. But they'll contact you for one, and number two, if you don't hear anything from anybody, all communications were down for 2 days or 48 hours, then you will automatically assume that they're trying to activate people. That would be like a major disaster, which if something major like that happens, you're gonna figure they're gonna go be calling you anyways. But so they teach you different things. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Saturday is gonna be a whole, besides recapping, and they recap. So we got a major issues of showing them some search and rescue techniques. Probably go back and do a little bit of medical. The water extinguishers for the firefighting. We don't do no big house fires. It'd be like if you see some little bushes on fire. Like that. You'll take your water extinguisher. That's probably what they're gonna have. And you'll put it out. And if you can't put it out within 5 seconds, they say it's too big for you to put out. And so then you'll move on and you just report, hey, there's a fire outside this house. But I was gonna show my drive last week Sunday because it was the Rock and Roll Marathon. So I said, oh, there's gonna be a lot of detours here and there, and everybody's gonna be seeing just how much stuff happens during the marathon. No, only thing that was blocked last time was the 163 freeway and what was called the Pershing Drive exit, was for Balboa Hospital. I guess that's where they're doing the running / vendor / wherever. I don't know if it's the beginning or the end. That was the only thing that was closed. I think the 163, the big freeway, I think was for the beginning of the race because that's where the big group is. And then the streets are probably, since they're smaller, that's where it's for later on in the lap. But at the exit, I'm coming up to here. There's B Street Pershing Drive. I don't know if you can see on this turn here. Probably can't see it because it's off to the right. That was the exit they had blocked off. The other side coming up on the right side of the street, B Street, Pershing Drive, and then Junction 163 North. Those two were closed last Sunday for the marathon. It was harder to get home than it was to get there. So much traffic coming home. You get to the streets, but being this time in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, it was clear. So I thought, okay, this Harbor Drive, supposedly I thought it was gonna be bad, which was by the airport, and I looked there and like, well, it's not bad at all. So like, well, we need to see a plain street where there's nothing going on there too much. So basically, what I have to do is I have to go and get off this exit for the airport, which I'll come soon. So basically, I had to keep uploading, and then I have to delete because of my memory issues here on my phone. So okay, clear with everybody. Yep. Okay. So, but I think I could get a flash card. Just got to I think get put on my computer and then on the flash card for Fluffy's walking videos. All right. No blinkers. All right. So yeah, this is what I take the usual route here. I go here, take the airport exit, and then I go all the way down the harbor. See if the I don't know if the carrier can be seen. Probably can be seen coming down the hill here. See in front of me, I could see the water, but the carrier would be to the left. Yeah, these one-way streets are oof. I guess that's okay. It's 3 lanes, so yes, I go there and I'll get the stuff ready. That's why I get a hat from them, and I'll. What you doing, guy? Gas tax and they put it wherever they want it. Alright, and here's Harbor Boulevard. Yep, off to the left of the cruise ships I can see Naval Air Station, and if I look all the way to the left I can see the carrier number 41. Speaking of the Naval Base Coronado, this weekend is going to be, or not this weekend, next weekend, which is 19th, 20th, 21st, is going to be a NASCAR. They did a lot of stuff on that base. They moved this around there, they moved that around there, blocked off sections, they put those freeway barriers around everywhere. It's like, I usually you'd be able to do a slight curve to come into my work up there, but now it's like you got to go detour around, so that's okay. I'll go try to get the footage of the race thing for what it's going to be. So I'll try that one of these days this week during lunchtime. Drive there so I can see it and get it view the bleachers and they call them K rails. Those freeway, I don't know why they call them K rails. They don't look like K shaped. Maybe reverse K shape, inside out. That's what they call them. So I'll try to get some footage of that around, see how much I can get of the route. I can't do the whole route because it goes to the airfield, and definitely I'm not gonna let my POV. Heck, you can't even let government vehicles go through there because that's what's across the airfield. It's just something to do with the aircraft. So right by the cell phone lot, the sign you saw, that's where the firefighting training facility is. Which, if there was ever crowded there, it would be hopefully cell phone lot. I don't know if they patrol it, but I thought the roads were going to get blocked last time. Like, okay, how are you going to get here? But this street was clear, and I got there very early last time. It's like going on 7:45 now, so I'll get there. They say don't get there too early. They say, oh yeah, a few minutes before, so I'll get there 7:50, 7:55, and I'll sign in, start setting everything up. Next academy, I probably could only volunteer for the last day because so much stuff going on. So, but regardless, I'll do that last day regardless. If more open up, what I could do, but you know, I got a lot of stuff going on. So, I said it's not one of those I'm getting paid for. It's volunteers, and they appreciate the volunteers to help out there. You got two main ones that show up. It doesn't see no turn on red. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure you've seen this route before. You know, I'm gonna go a different way. Instead of going through the whole parking lot, see me running down the roads. I'll show you the other way to get there. To the right is a cell phone lot. And since this gate is really open here, I'm gonna go through the the back row there. So going to the left here, going through all the cracked up streets and everything. I'm going to go and go through the road here. This used to be a NTC Naval Training Center, but they got the firefighters training facility. Straight up ahead, that red building is 610. Where we see this other stuff coming around here. So that's one of the building. Now I come around here for this other building here. You look to the right, the big building right there. Behind the fence, that's the drill building where they do all the drills. I'll tell you the Captain Ron Edrozo building, training facilities they call it. So I just want to show you out. See, road closed. If this road was open, or the sign and the other thing was open, I could have gone down the road, gone that way. But I did this just to show the different route way there. So anything ever happened to the road, I would just go. So you know, I might just park right here today. I parked in the other sides before. I'll park closer. Less walking necessary to go. Of course, I'm gonna back in. $7:45. Okay, get ready to give it 5 minutes. Or when I see more people show up, because don't be here early, but I see others volunteers show up early, and then they go on early, so that I went with them. So I couldn't say anything. I was too early because others showed up. But yep, I'm gonna go. Let me go in right now and start setting up. Hopefully, be out here 3 or 4 today, and not gonna be longer. That's why I did that the other times. I also I was going to do setups. See, this is Liberty Station. Used to be part of NTC also over there. And the last 2 times I basically was snacking on my lunch during the class when there was nothing going on, and then I the window a little bit so it's not too hot. Okay, so I was snacking on it, so when it got time for lunch, I was able to put stuff away and then get other stuff for day 2, and then it was a little busy on day 2, which was last week Sunday, because I wanted to set up for this week. They're like, oh, we can't do that because the firefighters got to use the building, so we had to. So while I was putting stuff away, other people were cleaning the tables we sit at, and got out of here a little bit better to whatever it was, 45, whatever it was, to almost around 3, and it was busy through the streets getting home because of the marathon. But yeah, I'm gonna let you all go, and I don't think they'll let me ever record here for the class itself. They didn't let me continue during the afternoon training. One day he's like, oh, you can't do this, so I had to stop, say, oh, I gotta go, I can't do this, they won't let me do it. But maybe one time they'll let me do it. Maybe if I could become an actual instructor, they finally let me be an instructor, not just an assistant, then I'll maybe be able to. Okay, everybody, you have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.